Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In life in general, do you want to be lied to, or do you want to be told the truth? Sometimes about you. Well, if you are lied about you, how you actually appear to others, that means you miss most of the ability of improving yourself. Because the criticism, after you look at the criticism and you say, oh, this guy is right, will help you improve. Now, if they lie to you, you miss that opportunity. It's only what you can figure out. So you miss that part of other people telling you, hey, Emil, you suck. You can't speak English good. What can I do? Yeah, that's a reality. What should I do? Well, improve it. Well, it's kind of late, but I'm trying. All right? But without that, I will think that I'm so good. You see? Now, you want to be lied or you want to be told the truth? If you're lied, you miss. If you're told the truth, you have the strength, the courage to change if you want to change. So you're more honest. So here is for my Polish friends. Don't be upset with me. Don't be upset with me saying things. I mean, you can. It's your right. But my goal here, and the same with the Ukrainians, is not to bash you and to make you look stupid or something. Or, oh, look at these politicians, what they're doing. I'm actually helping you. Showing you how or what your elected officials, what are doing in your name. How they're selling your country in your nations. If tomorrow I don't want to talk about Poland, I will never talk about Poland. But I think I'm serving you. Right? You don't have to agree with it. What happened again? I have here two articles that will tell you about Poland, Ukraine, and basically who are the masters. It seems like one country in particular in this case is afraid of democracy, and that obviously the guys in charge, the key word is in charge, of Ukraine, which are Ukrainian as I am Zimbabwean. Here is the first article. President's office responds to Polish proposal on Crimea referendum. And when I read that, I was like, what? Exactly. So you have the Polish prime minister, foreign minister. Who is it? Radislav? Are you? Foreign minister Radislav Sikorski. He visited Kiev and he told a lot of things over there, a lot of things that the Ukrainian leadership did not like. And one of them was, you know what? I suggest that you guys, under the UN representation or leadership, we're going to have a referendum in Crimea and see who's the will of the people. And these guys say, of course not. We can't let that happen. Why? Because that will show, probably, most likely, 99%, that the Russians in Crimea will vote again, 90-some% to of Ukraine. That's what they would do. Like the Russians, remember that rigged elections referendum to leave Ukraine and then join Russia? So let me show you the answer coming from the so-called Ukrainians. The president's office issued a brief statement on Crimea, likely in response to Polish Foreign Minister Radislav Sikorski's comments, with a short post by Andrea Ma. He's Jewish. All right, he's Jewish. Nothing wrong with that, but Zelensky is also. And he's the president. And Yermak is also, and he's the prime minister. Nothing? Okay. Why aren't they Romanians? Why should Romanians be in charge of Ukraine, after all? Shouldn't be, Okay, I made my point. Andriy Yermak commented on Polish Foreign Minister Radislav Sikorski's proposal to place Russian-occupied Crimea under UN mandate for a referendum. Oy vey. I don't know how Radislav escaped Kiev after he said that, stating, and I'm quoting, Crimea is Ukraine. This is just to smooth things. Russia has violated international law and must be held accountable. Okay, let's move on. Sikorski, who highlighted Crimea's symbolic importance to Russia and strategic importance to Ukraine, suggests transferring Crimea to UN mandate for a referendum to determine legitimate residence. He proposed postponing the referendum for up to 20 years. You know why 20 years? In 20 years, you clean up. That's what's going to happen. Do you think, but let's say if the Ukrainians come to to Crimea, what do you think they will do? They will name a lot of people as being collaborators. Some of them probably were, but those collaborators already left Crimea. They will make sure that they will cleanse the country and their brains. How? With education. So that's why he said 20 years. Remember, a generation is considered 30 years. When you say, well, it's 3 generations, that's 90 years. It's a generation. So on September 11, Kiev hosted the 4th summit of the International Crimean Platform attended by BBB, including this weasel. This is what happened. What can you do? So, do you think these guys will do the referendum? If they do it right now, I guarantee you these guys will not join. In 20 years, they will have time to to cleanse that Crimea under the watchful and the experience of the masters. So this is the first one. Why would Sikorski say that? Is it because he might want after that say, maybe we can talk about Lviv and the area and let's have a referendum over there where we have some minority Poles in there? I know my Polish friends don't like some of them. I don't think they're sincere when they say, no, Emil, we don't want that. Of course, if tomorrow they say, take that, you're going to say, thanks. But yes, thanks. But nevertheless, that's why they say. Excuse me. So here it is. I think he prepares a little, you can't conduct referenda all over your country, can you? No, because if you do it in Gdansk or Danzig, I don't know how many Germans are still there after they were helped as well to be deported and all that. Again, you would not like that. Or in Transylvania, if you get a certain location with Hungarians, the Hungarians are the majority in those areas. Or Germans and so on. Or in United States of America with the Latinos, or just use the Mexicans. Again, you're going to lose territories like that. But since they are for, all these kind of things in, let's say, Yugoslavia, in Serbia, with Kosovo, but they're not anywhere else. Understand? That this is double standard, injustice, and I don't like it. So I think Sikorski tries that. My opinion. You might like it or not. You come with your own interpretation. Here, this is the first one. And the second one, again, Sikorski makes another point. European Pravda, Polish Foreign Minister Radoslaw Sikorski says, and I'm quoting, a Ukrainian barber cuts my hair in Warsaw. I ask him, shouldn't you be defending Ukraine? Question mark. First, I don't think for 1 second that the foreign minister of Poland goes to a barber, a Ukrainian refugee barber, that is a shitty place opened up 10 minutes ago by the Ukrainian barber to have his hair, pubic hair, whatever, shaved. I don't believe that for a second. So he's lying. Lying. Why? He has his own guys. Do you think he's going? Let's put it this way. If he says, shouldn't you be defending Ukraine? That means you're a refugee. What are you? A Ukrainian living in Poland? I mean, really, where Sikorski goes. So it's a refugee who supposedly already opened a barber shop. How much money did the Ukrainian had to open the barber shop? If he's a refugee, or maybe an investor. But if he's an investor, he's a Polish guy, so he's not defending the other guy, the Ukraine. So I don't believe that for a fact. An immigrant cannot open in 1 year from a refugee in a barbershop where the foreign minister shows up at yours and he does that regularly. No, Sikorski had that before. Do you think he's going to different barbers? These foreign ministers, they go to one barber. You see what? Do you think this happened in the past 1 year? He's been over there for not there. To his barber many times. A different barber. Maybe he used that guy for the past 15 years. That's not Ukrainian refugee who would go over there, who would qualify to go and defend. And if you say, well, he's of a Ukrainian origin, but he's Polish, he has nothing to do with Ukraine then. So he's lying. Now that's the first one. I don't think it's a Ukrainian guy. And then his question, shouldn't you be defending Ukraine? Well, question for Sikorski. Shouldn't you be representing Polish people and don't have the American masters have troops in your country and tell you what the fuck to do? Shouldn't you look for your interest and not for the American interest in Europe? Shouldn't you work for your people and say NATO out or at least troops out as long as I don't have Polish troops in Washington, D.C., you should not have them in Warsaw. How about that one? Sikorski. Uncork. Okay? How about that one? So you see, and this is very easy, but he said that we want you out. Basically, that's what we want you guys out. Just leave. Go and fight. Well, shouldn't you be here? Oh my God. I mean, I'm not a foreign minister yet of any country. And the key word is yet. Imagine that I'm going to go to change my barber because tomorrow if my hair looks like this, I'll be all happy, right? Because I go to a barber and tomorrow's going to be like, I don't know, like this, it's going to be okay. And tomorrow's going to be like this, it's going to be okay. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be like a bird's nest or something, which already it is. I have to go and have a little haircut. It's too late. No, antennas. So I go to one barber. I tried a few. I found the one that is doing the right thing, and I'm going to that guy. The same with Sikorski, and he's got the money. I guarantee you, this guy goes to the best places, the best hotels, barber shops in wherever he is in Warsaw or wherever he is. I guarantee you that. I mean, please look what clothes he wears. Do you think that he goes for a manicure to what? His wife is doing the manicure, or he's doing it in the bathroom? Click, click, click. He's going over there. Where do you think he's going to go? To an 3 minutes ago opened business? Of, I know, that was a guy from Thailand or woman from wherever? No, he's not going to be. Why do I say that? Mostly here are like that. Whatever. I don't go to that, just so you know. I don't like people working with my claws. Anyway, so this is it. Sikorski. So my friends, look at this Sikorski and the Ukrainians. You want a referendum? They're not going to have a referendum over there. They're not going to have a referendum. They say they want, but no, they want. Look, this guy in charge of your country, which is Zelensky-Stein, this guy has martial law, has been having the martial law instituted since the 24th of February 2022, if I remember correctly. And it's going to keep going. But hey, we here defend Ukrainian democracy. It's a rotten country over there with rotten people at the top. Unfortunately, the real Ukrainians are the ones that die for other people's interest. And Sikorski plays the we want referendum. How about we do some referendum in your country? Would you like that? How about Gdansk? When I mention Gdansk, I have Poles like their hair on their legs pops up like just like that. But hey, and again, they want reparations from the Germans. What was that? $1.3 trillion or something from the Germans from the Second World War or something? Well, if they deserve it, but the Germans will not give them a shit as of now, unless the Americans will make the Germans. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.